Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 30th episode of the Gentleman's Gank podcast. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Pierre.
I'm Dominic.
And I'm Tim.
30, that's a big number.
Yeah. I wonder how many we
This
have
is 30?
uploaded at this point.
Sweet.
Like 3.
Yeah.
No,
And a
I
half.
mean, we have like 25.
Which is 3. So, first topic.
And how many?
Yes.
All right.
If anyone's been a indie developer, they've probably been screwed over by Microsoft in the last, I would probably say around a year, with their recent parity ruling. Pretty much.
Well, to be fair, if you're sorry, keep going.
Pretty much, if you are a indie developer and you want to build a game for the Xbox or any of the Xbox consoles, you need to have it ready the same time you have all the other versions ready, because they don't like to be left behind. Apparently, Microsoft doesn't like to get the notice like 5 minutes after the party's already started.
All right, one heads up. When he says parody, he doesn't mean parody as in what Weird Al Yankovic does to songs to make them awesome.
Parity.
T-Y. P-A-R-I-T-Y. It is the state or condition of being equal, especially regarding status or pay.
Okay, thank you. I was about to ask you to...
Yeah, I was.
This is not the mathematical version, which is the fact of being even or odd.
Now,
I didn't know that was called parody.
And
Yeah.
a remark on his first statement. Odds are, if you're a developer for Microsoft, you've probably been screwed over sometime, the last 2 decades? But we're talking specifically about this outbreak.
Odds are, if you exist, you've been screwed over by Microsoft.
to be fair, which one has been screwing you over more? Microsoft or Apple?
Probably Microsoft. Apple just screws over its users.
Ha.
True enough. But back to the subject. To give an example, everyone knows what Shovel Knight is at this point, right?
Yes.
Shovel Knight? Yes.
Yeah.
Great game. Fun game. Originally came out for pretty much Nintendo consoles and the PC first. That was it. It became very popular. It became a big hit. And now with its recent announcement of expansion, the Plague Knight expansion, as well as releasing out to other consoles, being PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, initially Xbox would have said, we don't want you. We're not interested in you because you did not release with us originally. But Phil Spencer, being the godsend he has been for the last couple of months, and possibly this past year, he's saying maybe the parity ruling for late developers is a little unfair. And he's listened to quite a few of the complaints, and he's actually hearing them out. Proof of it, you're actually going to see Shovel Knight on Xbox One and Xbox 360.
So, heads up of what the original parity laws were. For Microsoft, if you did not originally release your game on Microsoft, and I believe they were exclusive, but don't quote me on that.
No. It was, if you were to release on the
unexclusive.
Xbox, you have to release on the Xbox the same time you release every other version.
Yeah. So, for people who release on PC, because PC is the easiest to release on, and then you go, oh hey, people like my game, let me send it to other places as well, Xbox is going to say, nope, sucks. But, again, that might change, which would be nice.
That would be nice.
I mean, not that
Yeah.
it would make any difference to me, because I don't have an Xbox. But...
Well, you might if you upgrade to Windows 10.
Not if I can help it.
But the benefits stand that this would be a big game changer for a lot of indie developers that have been wanting to release to larger markets but didn't have the funding necessary to do so.
And actually, that ties in with another topic we have. I have the actual digital sales facts for 2014 per system. So these are digital marketplaces, and it actually has no figures. This is an actual professional study, and it has no figures for Xbox One because its digital sales were so low, so meaningless because of the parity clause. So essentially, the games that do sell better on PS4 than they do on Xbox One, but it's still about the same. So, but moving on to other things, the Wii U eShop, the low end of their sales were generally 300 to 1,000 sales, and that's the low end. If you're selling a game and it gets the low end, meaning it's either poorly rated or no marketing or Wii U only, it gets in the low end of this, and that's only 300 to 1,000 sales, which is nothing. That's nothing. Games are expected to make at least 1,000 sales on their first day to be able to say they make it.
The Wii
So-
U market hasn't exactly been a very big market for a long time, though, so it's not
No.
very surprising. A lot of Wii U owners didn't pop up until this past holiday.
So, the middle end are games that if you multi-platform and you have a marketing presence, you can generally get 1,000 to 10,000 sales. And if you are a massive success on other platforms, you can get the high end. It puts you in the high end in your 10,000 to 60,000 sales. So it gives some interesting views and like what you have to do to make it on Wii U.
Yeah, it's not an easy feat.
And also, if you do poorly, which apparently is very easy, you get nothing.
Well, I'm pretty sure Meme Run qualifies as not really trying.
Yeah. The 3DS eShop did much better, actually. The
No, is
low
this
end.
counting just the indie games, or is this counting all games?
This is I believe it's all. No, this is indie. Yeah,
Okay,
this is
purely
indie sales.
indie. Okay.
Yeah. So 3DS eShop, different from the Wii U. The low end basically is poorly rated and no marketing. It has nothing in there about being 3DS only, whereas the Wii U one had Wii U only, because people have more 3DSs. Low end is still 1,000 to 5,000. That was pretty much the middle end for Wii U. So already, if you do suck on 3DS, you're still doing better than
At least
Wii
you're
U.
gonna suck less.
Oh yeah.
Middle end is 5,000 to 50,000 sales, and that's if you have decent exposure and possibly multi-platform. And if you've got big exposure from Nintendo and multi-platform, you can get 50,000 to 200,000 sales, which is 5 times as much as you could do on Wii U. Which is incredible because it's a mobile device. That's almost unprecedented.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It shows just how large of a market there is for mobile gaming when you do something a bit more dedicated.
Mm-hmm. So, moving on to the PC, and this is Steam, because that's the one that matters.
Get ready for some real numbers.
Alright, so the low end, it's poorly rated, no marketing, unknown. You're going to get 1,000 to 10,000 sales. Again, that's the middle end of the Wii U, and that's better than the low end of 3DS eShop. Now, if you have press or YouTuber exposure, and you're well reviewed, you get in the mid-end, which is 10,000 to 100,000 sales. So, that's about the middle end of 3DS eShop. And then if you're a popular genre, you're big with YouTubers and critically acclaimed, and or for all of those, you're getting the high end, which is 100,000 to anywhere 3 million. Yeah, there's the big numbers. Moving on to mobile. Mobile is harsh.
It is, but there's so many really bad games on the
but
mobile
it's harsh.
market.
But it's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Because low end, meaning no exposure at all, no dialogue with the platform holders, and that this is Apple and Google Play. Low end, you might get 0 sales to maybe 2,000. That is.
I wonder if anything's ever launched that actually got 0 sales.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. Because there are games that even your grandmother won't buy.
Wow.
That would be most games.
I can
That'd be all
imagine
games.
just how many of those rip-off games.
That would be
no
every
sales.
one of my grandmothers, all 4 of them who have died.
Yeah.
Brandon,
No, that's why I was like, none of my grandparents would buy games anymore.
Hey, there's this awesome new game, Pastry Smash.
So the middle end,
I really hope that isn't
Or
actually a
Flappy
game,
Flap.
and I gave them...
Flappy Flap. The mid end,
I don't know, Flappy Tank actually was funny.
the middle end, meaning you have an Apple or Google Play feature and decent exposure, you can get 2,000 to 30,000 sales, which is not bad. That's
Tim, there's an Android app called Pastry Smash.
dang it.
Dang it!
It's a Candy Crush clone.
I am so mad right now.
You have to understand
like-
there's a parody of everything that's successful on the mobile
I
market.
I googled Pastry Smash the game and it just shows up and I'm like, no. There's no way it's named exactly that.
Is there a game called, like, Frustrated
So much hate.
Pigs?
Frustrated Pigs the game.
As in, like, Angry Birds?
It just shows up Angry Birds.
Okay. The high end, and this is where it's shocking, means, it has a big push from Apple. No word about Google there. Because honestly, when it comes to Google, they're not as focused on gaming. People aren't as interested. Which
Well,
is...
Jonathan, there is Mad Cows, though.
Yes, there is.
Mad Cow's the game.
Yeah.
So you get a big push from Apple, multiple features, tons of exposure. You can get anywhere from 30,000, and this is the shocking bit, 2.5 million sales.
That's a couple. That's 1 or 2.
Also, that range, anywhere from 30,000 to 2.5 million.
Yeah.
And then the PlayStation is pretty much comparable to the 3DS. So low end, meaning poorly rated, no marketing, get 1,000 to 10,000. Middle end, meaning you get a PlayStation blog and decent exposure, 10,000 to 30,000. Does anyone even read the PS blog?
It has a blog.
Yeah, see? And then
Why are there so many parodies by the same developer of Candy Crush?
They're
Right?
hoping one of them will actually work.
Candy Crush Soda Saga, Farm Hero Saga, Bubble Witch 2 Saga.
Well, Bubble Witch is more of the, I can't even remember what, the games I know of. It's the one where you fire bubbles into, a thing to match colors. It's a different type of game.
Okay.
the high end,
Okay,
meaning a big PlayStation push, big exposure, multiple price drops, you get 30,000 to 200,000 sales. So, basically, if you want to get any sales, if you're looking for a game that's, really good, one thing to look at is look at how it's been marketed and to what places, and you can see whether they've actually tried or whether this is a really good game that has just been found. Because a lot of the games that I've played, they get really popular after they're released. And some of these games get a whole bunch of sales in the beginning, and then nobody says anything about them.
So like early access.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm mad.
if you look at the PC sales figures, which is mostly what I play, so it's what I have the most experience with. The middle end, 10,000 to 100,000 sales. The main things that they have there are press, YouTube exposure, and well reviewed.
Mm-hmm.
And this is either or for that. So, not necessarily both. And 10,000 to 100,000 sales for YouTuber exposure. When people like Total Biscuit or PewDiePie, when they talk about a game, it's not the 10,000 to 100,000 sales region. If it's an actually good game, it's in the 3 million region, because they have so many fans, because people actually like them and are interested in them, and enough people see it and then tell their friends and then tell their friends that it actually sells more.
So like Shovel Knight.
Unless it's a crappy game. And some of these times, like PewDiePie will show a game and will be like, hey, look at this game. I'm sure it's going to be great because it looks cool. And then everyone's like, PewDiePie said this game was amazing, so let's buy it. And then 10,000 people buy it, and they go, oh wait, this game is shit. So just because a YouTuber has said this is good, does not necessarily mean that it's good. just think about games before you buy them. Not just based off of what other people have said. Now, on the topic of games that you should buy because people have said that they're good, let's talk about Upsilon Circuit.
That is YOLO.
An interesting idea.
Yeah, basically
it's
YOLO.
It's I've never seen a game that's more YOLO than this.
All right,
And it
so
takes it to a literal standpoint.
the concept of the game is that it is part game show, part action RPG, and it just based off of what gameplay video I've seen.
You die in the game, you die in real life.
No, you don't. What I've seen from screenshots and what little gameplay I've seen is it's sort of like Torchlight, but more contestant focused. And yes, the term is contestant, not player.
Did someone copyright player?
No.
It's because when you are not playing, you are watching.
And when you are
See?
watching, you are still in control.
Yeah, you're
There's
upgrading.
There's
the player.
contestant and the audience. So when you fight monsters or get treasure, you don't get the XP or the treasure. That goes to the audience. And the audience collectively decides who to give the XP to, and where to put it, and who to give the items to. So, say I am the only archer in the game. Everyone else decided to go mage or something else. And I kill a boss with the best bow in the game, and nobody else can use it. And I get like 1,000 XP, and I just need exactly 1,000 to get, or I need 1. I need 1 XP to get to the next skill that'll make me amazing. If either A, I've been a dick, or B, I've
Go
been
on.
stupid, or C, they just don't like the way my hair looks today. The audience can
Holidays,
say,
go on.
the audience can say, fuck you, Jonathan. We're going to give
Go on.
all of the XP to one of the other 7 players, and we're going to give this bow to the mage. Because middle finger.
Pretty much.
And so the audience is part dungeon master, part strategist, and part judge and jury, taken from their webpage. And it's ridiculous. But
Sounds ridiculous.
the main thing about this, though, is It is an exclusive, single server, online 8-player game. So what that means is there is only one server ever.
That's the thing I don't like about it.
Well,
Okay, no. I like it, but it's something I would never play.
It is definitely a unique concept. It would be an experience.
yeah. And what I'm guessing is that after a while they're going to increase that. What I've seen so far is it's expected for there to only be like 3 hours during the day that this happens, which makes sense due to the game show part of it. But there are enough people around the world that just don't have a life and just sit there watching their computer all day, Dominic. And
I work, and then I go to D&D.
And then he watches his computer all day.
Mm-hmm. Believe it.
I feel
that
bad
didn't
for
mean to
your
be Naruto.
girlfriend.
I'm sorry.
So there are enough people like that it should probably be going all day. So they're probably going to start more servers as time goes on and as they notice that this is popular. But what it is there's only one server at this time, and there cannot be more because you can't have access to the actual server system of the game. Though somebody will probably hack that.
I mean, you're not supposed to have access to World of Warcraft servers, but there are so many custom servers in the world.
Yeah. And it collects, I'm guessing, your IP data. They don't explain it at all. But you watch the game while it's being played, and at random they pick 8 players. And they fight through, they fight monsters, avoid traps. There's apparently an opposing team, whatever, I don't know. And the audience screws with you or helps you, and when you die, you can never play the game again. So when it's YOLO,
See, as interesting of an idea that is, there will be the people who get to play for 5 minutes, and the people who are watching at that point in time just don't even help out. Like, they will purposely give you no gear, and then you lose and you can never play again, and it's just like, that was not fun.
see, I think there is some incentive to not doing that, because if you do that, then the entire game's going to be shorter, and thus you're going to be able to watch less of it.
I'd like to point out that this
Yeah.
is the internet.
Yeah, I realize that, but also I believe it is a system that requires a majority rule, and I know that a lot of the internet is assholes, but a lot of the internet is also not assholes. So, and I'm sure that they have some banning system as well. But that's it for today.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all whenever. Whenever I
Hopefully next time.
upload this.
We probably won't ever see you guys.
Probably. I mean, well, I don't know. I'll probably see the one person that watches this because I know them
One day
personally.
we might get
You mean
big
your
enough
premiere?
that people actually invite us to cons.
Yeah.
But it is not this day. No, probably not.
No,
Probably not this year.
Probably not this month
This
either.
decade? Can we hope for this decade?
Probably not this month.
Probably not.
Yeah.
We can always hope.
If we last that long. Alright. Thanks, guys. This has been Jonathan.
And Tim.
This has been Pierre.
See you.
Dominic.
Bye.
Bye.